going on, people? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, let's talk about it, man. It's 2 years to the day since Errol Spence lost to Terence Crawford, man. And you guys remember that fight. A lot of anticipation going into it for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. Two unbeaten fighters. It was really a great spectacle. One fight that I was really looking forward to. One of the more anticipated fights for me in years. I mean, I was really looking forward to that fight. But, you know, Errol Spence really suffered a beating in that fight, man. It was a terrific performance from Crawford. But ultimately, being stopped, being dropped for the first time in his career, and being stopped in the 9th or 10th round it was, Errol Spence really suffered a beating at the hands of Terence Crawford. And 2 years to the day since that happened. So what happens with Errol Spence, man? I know he was supposed to be fighting Sebastian Fundora. I know that was scheduled, but it didn't ultimately go ahead. And I think that was down to Errol Spence's team kind of pushing back on that. When was that? Was that this year? Was that last year? It was within the year when that fight was scheduled between Spence and Fundora, but ultimately it didn't happen. And that would have been Spence's first fight at 154. Horrible fight for me. I wouldn't have liked that fight for Spence at all against somebody like Sebastian Fundora. You saw what he did the other week against Tim Tszyu again, beating him and making him quit this time as well. So Sebastian Fundora would have been a horrible opponent in my opinion. And where does Errol Spence go from here? I want to know from you guys, man. Let me know in the comments. Do you think he should retire? Do you think he should carry on? I mean, he's 35 years old, and I'm not one to tell him what to do with his career, but I can, you know, just give my insight on it from my perspective. He's 35 years old. He did it all at welterweight. I mean, okay, he didn't become undisputed, but he won, he unified the division. I was there when he beat Kell Brook, when he won the title in 2017 in Sheffield. I was actually there. It was a tremendous performance from him. But he's not only has he, you know, had hard battles in the ring, outside the ring. Errol Spence's body has been through so much, man. The car crash, which nearly killed him, you know, took him out of the ring for a little while. And him even getting back into the ring was a bit of a miracle then. But then he fought on to beat the likes of Danny Garcia and, you know, looked very good doing it. Beat Ugas, looked very good doing it. I mean, these are proven world champions, and he's gone in there and beaten them. But Terence Crawford ultimately proved to be a step too far. No shame in losing to the likes of Terence Crawford, who is one of the best fighters of this generation. No shame in losing to him at all, but I get the sense of the pride. You know, his pride would have been damaged so hard after that defeat, man. I mean, it wasn't just a defeat. It was an absolute battering. You know, total one-sided fight, dropped for the first time in his career and then stopped. I can imagine somebody like him with the amount of pride he has would want to get back in the ring, but then you look at it and you kind of see how things have panned out afterwards. You know, he's no longer with Derek James, who's been his trainer from pretty much the start of his career, from what I believe. And he would have to have a whole new team around him in terms of trainer-wise. So does he go back in the ring? And then if he does, it won't be at welterweight. It would be at light middleweight. And you look at some of the guys at light middleweight right now. Look at any of the champions there right now. Look at I mean, it's not a star-studded division like middleweight, but they've got some real killers in that division. Do you think Errol Spence at the age of 35 would be motivated to mix in there with those guys? I mean, he's earned a lot of money, I'm sure, from his boxing career. Do you think he should go in there with the likes of those guys? I mean, ultimately, like I said, it's down to him. But 2 years out the ring now since that terrible beating by Crawford, no trainer, as I know, that he's been with at the moment. He's no longer with Derek James. So, yeah, it just seems like a lot, man. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about it. But yeah, should Errol Spence get back in the ring or not? There was talk that he was suffering some neurological issues after that Crawford fight. I don't know how true that is. I think he came out and denied it, to be fair. But there's no denying. We all saw, you know, the beating that he took that night. And maybe there is a reason why he's chosen not to be in the ring for the last 2 years. I mean, the longer you leave it at that age as well, your mid-30s, you've had a long, hard career as well. The less likely for me it looks like he would be returning, because surely you'd want to return sooner rather than later. There'll be a lot of ring rust there. You're going to be competing in a new division against some, like I said, there's not really many places to turn without running into a tough opponent at light middleweight. So yeah, very curious to know what Errol Spence does from here. It's going to be interesting. Haven't heard much. I know the Fundora fight was scheduled and then it wasn't. He's came out and given mixed signals about whether he'll be returning or not. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm assuming many would say he shouldn't continue, but I'm sure there'll be some that feel like he should. You know, he wouldn't want to go out on a note like that. But yeah, where does he go? Who does he fight at light middleweight? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.